It's very simple to understand drug trafficking and drug traffickers if you look at it as a business model, because that's what it is. It's a business model, and it's a very effective business model. You have a production stage, you have a transportation stage, you have a distribution stage, and you have an end user stage, and then you have money collection stage. So you have all the elements of any business that would be producing a product, transporting that product, distributing that product, and then collecting the profits from that distribution. So the way the drug trafficking works is exactly that. If you take Colombia and you take heroin trafficking or cocaine trafficking, drugs are produced down in Colombia. They go into the hands of a transporter. They're transported into the New York City area in several different ways, actually many different ways. We have vehicles that are driven into the New York City area every day that have secret compartments built into the vehicles. You have tractor trailers that are coming in with the loads of drugs inside the tractor trailers. You have individuals that will swallow condoms full of heroin and then get on a plane and fly into one of the major airports. You have individuals that have perfected the art of smuggling drugs hidden in all sorts of things. If you can think about it, they've already tried it. We've seized drugs that were hidden in prosthetic legs, in prosthetic limbs. We've seen drugs that were hidden inside of fake fruit, inside of kidney beans that were plastic kidney beans, but they looked real when they were smuggled into the country. Heroin hidden inside the stomachs of puppies, and they were smuggling the puppies into the United States. Heroin that was soaked into clothing, and they perfected a way of soaking liquid heroin into clothing, smuggling the clothing into the New York City area, and then extracting the heroin from the clothing. Very ingenious in the methods that the drug traffickers have used to smuggle the drugs into New York City. Once the drugs get into New York City, if you look at heroin, they go to what we call a heroin mill. A heroin mill is where a group of individuals will sit down and they take heroin in its wholesale stage, which is kilogram quantities of heroin, and they break it down into retail, smaller bags ready for retail distribution. They take a stamp, they stamp it on the glassine bag so an individual knows the heroin that they're buying. If they like it, they know what to ask for when they come back. Perfect marketing tool. As I said, this is a business. They use marketing tools as well. They'll take a bag and they'll stamp 911 on the heroin bag. So the drug user knows, I like the 911, I know who sells the 911, I know where to go get the 911. Perfect marketing tool. So it operates all along the same way as any business would. They advertise. They advertise through that stamp. Then you have the collection of profits and the smuggling of money out of New York City. On a daily basis, millions and millions of dollars are being smuggled out of New York City. Again, vehicles with secret compartments, tractor trailers, bulk currency being driven out of the New York City area, in most instances down to the southwest border and across the border into Mexico, and then back into the hands of the leaders of the organizations.